out of habit, mother really has put together. Mother will put together a press con. And then that was the first time. The second time, again, out of habit, we're going to have a press con with mother. That's how we miss mother so much, because she was really mother to us. And as Roselle said, truly, she was inspiring. When we were down, when we felt that we were alone, especially that independent run, we didn't join the administration or the opposition. So we were solo. She called us again and said, we need to meet you, we have to live. So, yes, she's still alive, very much alive in our hearts. And thank you, Roselle, thank you, T, for the support. And when we're here, 6 more days, tapos na ang kampanya. It's the home stretch. We're still struggling to solidify a hold in the top 12. Several polls have placed us statistically tied from number 9 to 12 with about 8 other candidates. So it's really a tight race, an extremely tight race. Because only 12 will make it, maybe the difference between 12 and 13 can be less than 100,000 votes. So every vote counts. Every vote matters. And that's why this press con today, hopefully, we will be able to bring our message, which, by the way, has been hijacked left and right by trolls. We have been bashed, we have been trolled. They have splashed video demeaning us, insulting us, correct the lies that have been spread, and continues to be spread. Palagay ko, because nga we're statistically tied, there are those who are afraid and have resorted to disinformation. Talagang bigay ng oras para sila ang plano. And so, ayun, we go back to the message. Why are we running? Why did we decide to run? Because our advocacy since 2010, and highlighted in fact in the last presidential and vice presidential election, in my case, was food security, support for our farmers. And after that, run in 2020, today in 2025, food continues to be very expensive. Hirap one of the top issues, top three issues would be high prices. And paramount there is food. Today we have the highest incidence of hunger since 2022, when we were all locked down and so many lost their jobs, so many were not earning anything. So hunger incidence was very high then. We're pretty much back to the incidence of hunger. About 37% of our voters, of our citizens, experience hunger. It's almost 40% of our citizens. The other thing is highest self-rated poverty since 2004. Ibig sabihin, people are suffering. And that's why we said we have to run to address the issue of hunger. We were able to address rice prices when we were asked before. If you will recall, marami sa inyo will agree, there was a time, just recently, about less than 10 years ago, that 1,000 pesos, yung 1,000 piso at yung 500 piso, maraming nabibili sa palengke. Hindi na ngayon. At bakit? Noong 2015, base sa NEDA statistics, pinakamababang inflation ang nakabot ng bansa in 20 years. Nationwide inflation was the lowest in 20 years. in 2015, September, and at that time, I was Food Security Secretary, precisely asked by President Aquino then to address high food prices, which we achieved in a period from 2014 to 2015. Bumagsak ang presyo ng bigas ng hanggang 3 piso kada kilo at bumagsak ang inflation rate na pinakamababa sa 20 taon. So I know how to address the problems of rice supply, of inflation, because if you address the prices of rice, you address inflation pretty much. Pag mataas ang presyo ng bigas, sumusunod na lahat. Pag bumaba ang presyo ng bigas, sumusunod na lahat. And we can. Mission accomplished ang mga tanong. And we can do it again. Yun siguro, nakakalungkot na habang tayo ay focus sa solusyon, merong mga focus sa disinformation. Habang tayo focus on yung katotohanan, merong focus sa kasinungalingan. Hindi sila nakakadapat. Sana tigilan nila. But of course, we cannot reach as many people without the media, without your help. We cannot correct this disinformation thrown upon us, or pushback thrown at us, or have a strong pushback without your help. We hope that we are able to solidify our hold in the top 12 by the truth. That then when all the lies thrown at us, or we will answer to the truth. Thank you, and again to the Monteverde family, thank you very much for this support. Again, nakakatawa ng puso. It inspires us to continue this fight. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Senator Kiko. Sobrang emotional din ako, girls. Alam naman natin, the other half, the better half, Mega is talagang mahal natin. She's emotional this afternoon. Anything kasi about pamilya, alam naman natin sa kay Mega. Kaya what was the emotional? I mean, sama-sama na.
Sama-sama na. First, I didn't really, I'm sorry. Pero walking into Vanessa siya kasi nalamit ko mami-mother sa labang utang na loob namin sa Monteverde family na sana napayagan ko si mother kalakasan ko, kabataan ko. Pero for the Monteverde is to continue showing us love and the true meaning of being Filipino is we're just really grateful. Kasi can I just say, I'm also hope. Pagod na kami kasi 5 days na matatapos ng kampanya. Hindi ko maintindihan. Sorry, nadadala ako nung una ko kay mother, pero sumasama yung sinasabi ko kay Kiko very often. Hindi ko maintindihan din. Umiyak ako dahil kay mother. Hindi. Sorry. Ako nagdadrama, baka ako, pang-mamim na naman ako. Nakahalo-halo po, sorry. Sabi ko, di ko maintindihan. Kung selfish tayong tao, okay ang buhay namin maayos na patahimik na ako. Tapos si Kiko, okay naman yung mga nagpunta ko ng negosyo. Okay, mga anak namin at ayos-ayos namin na pareho. Si Kathy is graduating na this month. So that after elections, I'm going to attend her graduation. Leah has finished her first year, so 3 years na actually. Pero talagang calling ni Kiko, bata pa lang siya, is ready to serve. Yun yung kahit sa mag-planning mo, nagsisiyang ka sa akin, sir. Wala akong take on the role of a vice presidential candidate because she knew it wasn't going to be easy. I grew up with a mayor for a father, and until just shortly before he died, when I was born, mayor na siya. Shortly before he died was the only time na hindi na mayor ng tatay ko. I never liked politics kasi na in the Philippines, pagkaganda-ganda mo ng intention mo, pagkaayos-ayos mo ng puso mo, natatalo ka ng fake news. tsaka budget na pinag-pinto ng ibang kandidato na wala namang kami. Lahat ng meron kami, pinaghirapan natin. Dalawa siya, before I met him. Nung kinis lang yun, di ba? Pinagtatawa na namin. Pero syempre, miski parang pinaniniwala yun. Oh, sabi ko, dapat naglaban tayo ng ano na, bakit po ba ayaw na iboto si Kiko? Ano po yung mga doubts ninyo? Kasi lahat ng kasinungalingan nilalabas against him. May resibo kaming katapat. Meron kami mga makapagpapasa walang walang katotohanan rin sa mga binibintan nila, paninira nila. Siguro bilang asawa niya at nanay mo, ang pride kasi namin galing dun sa matinong pagkatao namin. Wala namang perfecto, diba lalo tayo sa showbiz, Diyos ko. Pero maayos ang pinagagalingan natin, maayos ang panalaki ng mga magulang natin. Nagpaka-bless ko na nakahanap ako, pinagdasal ko, hindi ako ng asawa. Dito to, alam ng Panginoon ko, bigyan ako ng asawa, hindi ako sasaktan, magiging mabuting ama. You know, Kiko doesn't have a lot, but everything he has, he gives to us. This is also his heart for the country, kasi di ba kami naman sa politika, he served for over 2 decades. Wala kami, in a sense, so natrabaho pa rin kami. I'm 59, I still work. Because my husband still works, because we think of our children. Everything we have has come from honest hard work. So yun ang thank you. So sorry, I didn't expect that every day. Ito sinasabi ko. Siguro kasi nagdaki ako, mas nakapagdalagi sa ito. So mas comfortable. Gusto ko lang itanong, ba't po ayaw mag-iboto si Kiko? Meron kaming sagot. Meron na siyang nagawa. Sasabihin na lang walang nagawa. He has passed 200 plus laws. Sabihin nila, anin mo nang di, bakit kumain sa tarik ng kaldero? Meron namang ganito, meron namang tao ng sali. Inabot po ni Idol yun sa kanya. Imbita sa kanya. Kasi tatapon yung gatas ng kalabaw pag hindi lalo o hindi. Inabot sa kanya yung pinakinuha. Yung sabaw, ang init-init yung unang ganyan. Hindi ka naman yung second, ganyan talaga. Hindi mo nga maraming hangin, di ba? If you watch the full video na gusto nyo, sinasprize kasi yung wow, dagat. Hindi na naman din tinuloy din sa wow, dagat kasi mga anak may hika. May asthma yung mga anak namin. So talaga ang dagat important sa amin na dinala ng mga anak. Pero dati din na pinapun, you know, he has 2 degrees from the University of the Philippines. One in comparative literature, one in law. He graduated from the John F. Kennedy School of Government in Harvard with an A- average when he graduated in Harvard University. He has been a teacher in Ateneo de Manila. He is a lawyer, he's a businessman. He's the greatest father, he's the greatest husband. Malaki ang takot sa Diyos. Kasi yung konsensya namin, namin nag-a-apply ka magtrabaho for the people, nag-a-apply ka magtrabaho to serve the people, para ikaw yung ginagawang joke o parang binabaliktad ka, nagsisinungaling about, parang masama may intention mo. Hindi ko lang ang intention ng ibang kandidato, pero yung kandidato ko, napaka-sincere, napaka-honest. Like I said, okay na kami, masarap ang buhay natin. Pero ang turo sa amin pareho ng dalawang sets ng bagulan natin. When you are a little more fortunate, you always share, you always, tsaka yung lumaki kami sa paniniwala, ako politiko dati, siya politiko siya. Parang, stop complaining about what you find wrong in your country, do something. And he's trying to do something. He's done many things over more than 2 decades. So, kung doubts ang meron sila, sana po hope they do their research. I hope madali na malaman ng katotohanan sa mga datos ng opisyal, yung mga tunay, hindi yung mga bilang o paninira ng ibang vloggers o ibang tao na madaling paniwalaan kung wala kang backup na mga katunay. I hope people see he's worked so hard to give to the country he loves so much. And you know, why do we focus on agriculture? Why does he focus on agriculture? Our children respect farmers and fisher folk so much. See, Frankie, when she was 5 years old, said, you know, farmers are like our parents. Children, sorry. Without them, we would have food. And if you think about that, pag ang mga magsasaka namin isla, nagbenta, ang bumili sa kanila, nagbibili sa kanila ng kunyari piso, tapos binenta ng 50 piso, pero piso lang napunta sa kanila. Alam niyo po yung mga anak at kapag nila ayaw ng maging magsasaka, ayaw ng maging mananista. They want to go to the city and do other things kasi wala silang kita. So pag wala na ang farmers, the average age of a farmer now is 57. Ayaw na sumunod ng mga henerasyon. Sabi ko nga, sunod na henerasyon, ayaw na maging magsasaka. Excuse me, pati mga minista. Anong gagawin natin? Pag wala na magsasaka at mga minista. I-importin natin lahat. Mula bigas hanggang poultry, livestock. Anong gagawin natin? Kailangan natin trabaho ng dalawang trabaho kasi ang presyo ng pagkain, doon pa. Kasi hindi nagaling. It's the very basics, the basic necessities that we all need in each of our lives that he is fighting for. Hindi ko maintindihan kung ayaw intindihin ng iba or hindi na maintindihan dahil na pamumulaan ng fake news. Important issues in all our lives and their present problems. Kaya mahal ang pinigil, mahal ang pagkain. When he did this in 2016, bumaba ang presyo ng bigas na kadagad. You know, yung tagline namin, kung marami pang nakakaintindi sa mga readers ninyo o viewers ninyo, yung pag-Mikiko masyadong, kasi sumikat yung tinatawag ng balutin mo ako tapos magsasharang ka ba? That's the meaning of that. Kasi pag mababa ang presyo ng pagkain, marami ka pa ihananda. Ibig sabihin lahat, pwede pa magbaho. That's the meaning of that. Pag-Mikiko. Hindi yung pag-Mikiko, sekretarya na ako. Hindi. The meaning is that. And this is very important kasi light yung campaign namin. But if you look at the issues na tinatalakay ng asawa ko, they were the most important, the most basic necessities that we all need. We all have. So, pakiusap ko lang talaga yun. Kunyari, ano pa ba? Wala ko na more than 2 months na. Wala lang pero sa juvenile justice law na kapasalan. Kaya parang saan yung pwede wala? At pinoprotekta lang niya doon yung mga bata. Let's say that wala na pagkain. Nakulong kasama ng hardened criminals tapos nag-iis ka. Yun lang naman. Pero syempre, seryoso yung crime. May pamusa. Hindi pinapakawala. Hindi talaga. Kasi they're kids, they're minors. Sa ibang bansa, hindi pwede pakita ang mukha, hindi pwede sabihin ang pangalan. Dito, may parusa pa. Depende sa crime mo. Kung naman aspect ng crime mo, feeling adult ka, bigay na namin, ikaw ito, ikaw pwede. At daming paninira. It's very easy to research about what is true about every single issue being brought forward against Kiko. Ang kailangan namin talaga yung impormasyon na disseminate. And this is why we're very grateful na lahat kayo nandito ngayon. Because you are the only ones that can help us. Apart from yung taong bayan na aware. So, we have 5 days left before the end of the campaign, which is May 10th. We have 5 days left. Once they're ready, then we can campaign anymore and wait till this election. We are really knocking on your hearts and knocking on your Filipino spirit to help us. He's not the only one that can make good change to the country, but he's certainly the best one. Please help us. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. So, ang sarap. Very, very engaging talaga when I listen to the megastar. Punong-puno ng person. I know na. Okay, here is a question from a legit journalist na talaga dumulog sa atin to spread good news. June Lalit of Abante. Namamalat. Nag-break na rin yung